Hello, crafting friends. It's time to make a sunflower out of doilies. Are you ready? Grab your doilies and let's have fun. You know me, I love to experiment, so I decided to color my cream doilies into some kind of a yellow shade. So I've added my color dye, dipped them in there, let them sit for a little while. They look pretty good when they were wet, so I decided to stop at that moment and simply let them dry. But of course, as I do have a dye out, I decided to soak some coffee filters in those, and I always grab the bunch of the coffee filters and just simply dip their edges into the dye and let the color distribute itself. Okay, so my doilies are dry, so I decided to have fun with those and grab the styrofoam circle from the Dollar Tree, and it's perfect. The size of my doilies was perfect for that circle. So I decided to hot glue them all around, leaving that flare right on the edges, and call it a day. But as I'm doing this, I think that I do need to add additional layer of my doilies, because I do need to add a little bit more of an interest. So I've tried to see if I can cover the front with it, with the cream one, but I did not like this in the front. So you know what, we're going to leave it for now, and then we're going to worry about the center. So I do have a Dollar Tree pick that I thought that will be perfect to outline the connection between doilies and the styrofoam board. I just hot glue them all around, and then also I do have another one exactly like it that I thought it will be perfect to fill the center. Of course, I used what I had on hand, but there are so many other ways you can fill the center of the sunflower. You can use the coffee beans, you can use the actual beans, you can use the rice. I mean, you can even curl some twine in there, or some kind of a brown yarn. I mean, it's all up to you, but I am going with what I have. Okay, so the center is done. I may even touch it up a little bit with the paint later, but now I do want to add a little bit more volume to the petals. So I decided to install another same size doily, believe it or not, just simply flat to the back of the ones that I had. And as you can see, it's a little bit flimsy. So I decided to simply add a little bit of the Mod Podge, or you can actually do your mix with the starch to stiffen them up a little bit, because I did not think about stiffening up at the beginning. So I had to put the aluminum foil, sprinkle my Mod Podge all around it, distribute it with the paintbrush, and that's it. Be patient and let it dry. So now let's add some leaves. So I do have not my favorite color of the green, but hey, I do have a green burlap to make life easier. So I decided to simply fold it in half and then created some kind of a tooth-like shapes to create some kind of interesting leaves. My goal here was just for them to be visible right on the other edges of my sunflower. So it was not easy to cut them, as you can see, out of the burlap. So let's just try, as my pumpkin is drying, how all this looks. And I think it's not bad. I wish it was a little bit darker green, but you know what? We can fix that. So I've grabbed my dark wax, and I just simply went over my burlap here and there with the wax to darken my leaves. Okay, my sunflower is still not dry, but I cannot stop. So I decided to add the row of those burlap leaves all to the bottom of my flower. And then, of course, leave it all alone and let it dry, and let those petals, doily petals, to dry out. So application, it looks super messy on the back, but you know what? You can cover this with the piece of the felt or another piece of the burlap right on the side. So as you can see, I do have more than I need of those leaves. So I decided to add in between, where the empty spaces are, the remainder of my cutout leaves, and then of course trim them all together to have a better looking sunflower. Of course, I had to add a little bit of a raffia to the side, because I am going to actually place my sunflower right on my bookshelves. Let me just show you right now the close-up pictures of this whole project. I actually do like it, not going to lie. And my sides are dry now. I mean, super cute project. So I so hope that I inspired you to grab your doilies and have fun with it. I mean, they don't have to be necessarily yellow. The sunflowers could be a white and cream, and I think that's the next one that I am going to make. So it's again, friends, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.